Lilith, what are you doing with the werewolf queen's crown?
If you snitch to Mother Elora, I'll kill you. I don't care if you're her biological daughter. She still loves me best.
No, Lilith. This is our family's century-old heirloom. You can't touch it. Mother will be furious.
Get off me!
You bitch. The succession crown is going to be mine sooner or later. I seriously don't get why they even brought you back, Elora. You survived on the streets for years. Why couldn't you just die out there?
Father, Mother, I hear something by the altar. Mother, Father, I hear something by the altar. Let's check it out.
Sister, I know you don't want me to be the heir, but how could you destroy our family's sacred artifact?
Elora! Why would you hurt Lilith?
Don't blame her, big brother. I just tripped. She didn't push me, I swear.
Elora! Lilith is your little sister. How could you be so vicious to hurt her?
Ryan, I didn't! She threw herself down! No, Ryan, please don't.
I'm sorry, sister. It's my fault. Please just don't hit me again.
You still won't admit it, Elora! Apologize to Lilith right now!
Mom, please don't yell at her. I'm not your biological child anyway. It's only natural she resents me since you treat me so well.
You ungrateful brat, stealing the sacred artifact and assaulting your sister? Get on your knees and beg Lilith for forgiveness right now!
Father, I didn't do this. You have to believe me.
You dare talk back to me?
Father, don't blame her. Punish me instead. It's my fault for not getting along with her. I must have made her angry.
Elora, you are an absolute disappointment!
Soren is right. Someone like Elora doesn't even deserve to set foot in the Vaughn family temple.
Father, Mother, I didn't do it. Please, just hear me out.
Father, Mother, she must be punished for her sins.
You will kneel outside the temple tonight to atone for your sins. Do not move until I give the command.
See, Era? Nobody will ever believe you. In Mom and Dad's eyes, I'm the only daughter that matters.
Lilith, what are you doing?
What does it look like? I'm putting you down. No one in this family actually cares about you anyway. When they find you here tomorrow, they'll just assume you couldn't handle your guilt and committed suicide.
No, God! Why? Lilith, I'm your own sister.
You're no sister of mine. You should have just rotted in the wasteland where you belonged, Elera. So what if your mother's real blood? Mom and Dad will always love me more. Better luck in your next life, bitch.
What the hell? Didn't Lilith just kill me?
Sister, is something wrong?
I traveled back in time, 10 years ago, right when Lilith framed me.
Ilona, thank you for the calming tonic. I really love it. Thank you.
In my past life, Lilith used this exact bottle to frame me for trying to poison her.
Help! Elora, why are you trying to poison me? I'm your sister.
Elora! What the hell are you doing?
Mom, the calming Tompin sister gave me was actually poison. Thank goodness I noticed it early, or I'd be dead by now.
Elora! How can you be so malicious? You tried to poison your sister on your very first day back?
Dad, I told you we shouldn't have brought Elora back. She's just a wild animal. She doesn't know the first thing about gratitude. Mother, the liquid on this rug. It's poison.
Elora, you actually did something this heinous just because you're jealous of Lilith!
Mother, Elora was completely ruined out there on the streets. She's nothing but a feral beast.
Mom, don't blame Elora. It makes sense that she's a little resentful, since she was brought back only to find me in her place.
Elora, get on your knees and beg Lilith for forgiveness right now!
Elora, just apologize. Beg Lilith to forgive you.
In my last life, I desperately tried to explain it wasn't me, but nobody believed a word. This time, I won't even bother.
Yeah, I poisoned her. So what?
Mother, see? I knew Elora wouldn't admit... Elora, what did you just say? Are you out of your mind, Elora? You know Lilith is in frail health. Are you trying to kill her?
Elora, you psychopath! You actually dared to poison Lilith!
Since you've already made up your minds that I did it, is there any point in me explaining?
Elora, how dare you speak to me like that? Who gave you the right?
Mom, please don't be mad. I made Sister unhappy. It's all my fault.
Oh, Lilith, you're way too sweet. You're still pleading for Elora even now?
Elora, get on your knees and apologize to Lilith right now!
Lilith, you're right. I really do owe you an apology.
Elora! You're insane! How dare you physically assault Lilith?
Mother, I don't have a sister this malicious.
You bastard! Elora, I am punishing you right here, right now! You brat! I'll whip you until you learn your lesson today. Nobody intercept me!
Elora, just get down on your knees. If you just admit you're wrong, we'll forgive you.
After this beating, I, Elora, owe the Vaughn family absolutely nothing. As of today, I am cutting all ties with the Vaughn family.
Elora, have you lost your mind? You won't survive a single day outside the family. Don't push it, Elora. Don't think threatening to leave is going to make anyone feel sorry for you.
Nobody stop her! I'd love to see how many days she lasts out there in the wilderness without the Vaughn family backing her.
Get out! And don't you ever show your face in front of us again.
Sister, stop being so stubborn. Just apologize now and Mum and Dad will take you back.
Drop the act, Lilith. You know better than anyone whether I actually did this or not. Lilith, I won't let you off the hook in this lifetime. From this moment on, I live only for myself. Every bit of pain the Varge family caused me, I'll pay it back tenfold. 3 days left until the blood moon storm hits. In my past life, Karen, the exiled heir of the Alpha royalty, showed up around then. Karen used his own resources to stockpile tons of herbs and supplies in advance. He made an absolute fortune right after the storm passed. To secure Wenlu Sang. But to secure those, he was hunted down and barely made it out alive. If I save him ahead of time, I can pitch a partnership.
Lilith, just focus on resting. That wretched girl Elora isn't worth your tears.
Mother, but Elora ran out there all alone. What if something terrible happens to her?
Happens to her? She brought this on herself. A monster who attacks her own flesh and blood deserves to rot out there.
Don't worry, Lilith.
She won't even survive the blood moon storm in 3 days.
Once she realizes she can't make it on her own, she'll crawl back begging the family for mercy.
I just hope Sister stays safe. When she comes back this time, I promise I won't do anything to upset her again.
Oh, Lilith. You're just too sweet for your own good. Elora doesn't deserve your kindness.
Elora definitely doesn't deserve it. That's why I already sent men to hunt her down.
She's never coming back.
Stop pushing yourself, Karen. You're full of silver poison. Today is the day you die.
Even if I die, you're never getting your hands on this cargo.
Let him go.
Where did this street rat come from? You want to die?
Don't waste your time.
You've been poisoned with silver too. Without treatment, you'll be dead in half an hour.
Forget it. Karen won't last long with that silver poison anyway. Street rat, I'll remember you. You just watch your back.
Who are you? Are you here to kill me too?
If I wanted you dead, I wouldn't have just saved your life.
There's no such thing as a free favor in the black market. What are you really after?
If you hold out for another half hour, the silver poison will kill you. Come with me if you want to live.
Get off me! Don't touch me!
Let me go! You psychopath!
This guy is dangerous. I almost died just now.
My lady, several of our kin were attacked by vampires last night and infected with blood poison. The family's apothecaries can't cure it.
Go get Elora. She spends all her time in the border forests and knows foreign toxins best. Tell her to brew the antidote immediately.
Mother, Elora was cast out of the family long ago.
What's the panic? It's just some blood poison. We have plenty of apothecaries. You're telling me they can't handle it? Exactly. Is the family supposed to fall apart without Elora? Besides, she's been gone for so long. She's probably already dead out in the woods.
Commanders, the apothecary said that whenever our kin were infected with blood poison before, Lady Elora always brewed the antidote. No one else in the clan knows how to make it.
Mother, our people's lives are on the line. I ask for your permission to bring Elora back to handle this crisis first.
Fine. Go find Elora and bring her back. Tell her the family will overlook how she hurt Lilimus before, as long as she behaves and takes care of this blood poison issue.
Even if Elora brews the antidote, she still needs to be properly punished when she gets back. Ryan is right. We punish her the second she steps through the door. We need to remind Elora that she's absolutely nothing without this family.
Mother, while sister has been away, I've learned a bit about medicine myself. I can help.
Oh, Lilith. You're always the sensible one.
Bring Elora back? That bitch Elora is probably already dead by now.
Something's wrong. Elora never ignores my calls. Elora, where on earth are you?
Commander, Lady Elora's belongings have been packed up. Should we throw them out now?
Hold on. Elora's things might contain the formula for the blood poison antidote. Take me there to check.
Commander, this is the record of Lady Elora's files over the years.
What? Elora had all her supplies cut off during her very first year back with the clan?
It was a slip signed by the Mistreich. She said Lady Elora was an outsider and didn't deserve to waste family resources.
Elora never told me a thing about this.
Pull up all of Elora's mission records from the last 4 years.
My lord, Lady Elora's log is filled with low-tier grunts like gathering herbs in the Mears woods or clearing beasts at the border. The risk was incredibly high, and the pay was pitiful.
Elora was severely wounded 3 times, and she didn't request a single healing potion from the family even once?
None. Every time she came back injured, she'd rest for a couple of days and immediately head out on a new mission.
Cyrus, I'm hurt. Can I just have 1 bottle of styric potion?
Stypic potion? Elora, go find a servant if you need medicine. Don't bother me with trivial things like this.
Don't think playing the injury card will make me feel sorry for you, Elora.
Go away, stop annoying me.
Guard, take Elora away.
This is Lady Elora's hunter badge that she left behind. She wore it for almost 4 years and never wanted to replace it.
This badge, I just threw it to Elora back then like it was nothing. Yet she treated it like a treasure.
Did I really completely misjudge Eloma back then? No, I don't believe it. I need to hear the truth from Eloma herself. Who the hell are you? What do you want from me?
I definitely saved you for a reason. I have already treated your external injuries, but you possess numerous internal traumas. I can help mend them for you.
Nothing in this world comes free. What's the catch?
First, you protect me and handle any trouble that comes my way. Second, I get a 50-50 split of all your future business profits.
In your dreams.
Elora! Die! Die!
At the very least, you preserved my life. I will never allow you to perish before my very eyes. Who sent you?
I don't know.
Talk, or I'll snap your bones one by one.
I'll talk! I'll talk! Lady Lilith paid me! She sent me to the black market to kill Elora! She promised me a massive reward when it was done!
Lilith. She really doesn't know when to quit, does she? Doesn't matter. This time I'm not letting her off the hook.
Pathetic piece of trash. Elora, right? Your terms I accept.
Really? No backing out.
I've stockpiled a massive load of herbs waiting to sell them after the storm passes. Until then, you get half. And your safety? That's on me now.
Pleasure doing business with you, Karen.
Come on, big brother, don't waste your energy. Even without Elora, I'm sure Lilith can whip up the antidote for the blood poison. Ryan, why the hell do you have Elera's communication stone? I just found it during the last border hunt. Found it! So when Elora said she was trapped in the Maister Woods for 3 days because she didn't have her stone, she was telling the truth? Brother, don't get me wrong. I seriously had no idea Elora would get trapped in the Maister Woods. No wonder I couldn't reach Elora. You've been hiding her communication stone this whole time. Commander, our scouts have spotted Lady Elora within the perimeter of the black market in the forest. Hang on, Elora. I'm coming to take you home right now. Elora, this is basically everything I've saved up over the last 6 months. I was saving it until the market prices peaked. As promised, half of this is yours today.
The quality is great, but I can't carry all this cargo by myself. And I don't have the connections to sell it off in pieces.
You don't need to split the physical goods with me. It's too inconvenient. Just give me my cut in gold coins once it sells.
Fair point. My bad. Gold coins are definitely more practical. Elora! So this is where you've been hiding?
Sister, why are you hanging out with a hobo?
Elora, you just got kicked out of the family and you're already mixing with street bums? You are completely terrorishing the Varn family name. Look at you, kid. Total sob story. Just another low-life Black Mart refugee. You think you're worthy of standing next to a Vaughn?
Ryan, don't be like that. Sister can't survive out here on her own, so it's only natural she'd find a man to lash onto.
Elora, come back to the castle with me. We can drop the whole thing about you hurting Lilith.
I cut ties with the Vaunch family a long time ago. Whether I live or die or who I spend my time with is none of your damn business. Get out of my way.
Need some help with this? Listen up, kid! Stay out of Vaunch family business, or I'll break you alongside her! Elora, don't push your luck! I'm taking you back today, whether you like it or not!
Ryan, let go of me! Don't touch me!
Elora! What did you do to her? Cut the act, kid! She's obviously faking it to get out of this. Hand her over right now or you're gonna regret it. Move. You peasant! You dare defy my orders! I'll kill you! You're dead meat. What the hell is this? This is an Alpha's aura? That's impossible. This is an Alpha's error. I can't move a single muscle. This beggar actually commands an alpha's pressure that is completely, utterly impossible.
Brother, save me. I can't breathe.
Once I have saved Elora, I will come back to slaughter every single one of you!
This beggar actually dares to fight back. Cyrus, I'm going to gather the guards right now and hunt them down! Exactly why is Elora associating alongside an alpha wolf? I must launch a thorough investigation to uncover the truth.
Karen, Elora's bloodline foundation has already been completely drained over the past few years. This sudden collapse was triggered by physical exhaustion piled on top of that external shockwave.
You're Elora's relative, aren't you? How on earth have you been taking care of this child?
Cyrus, you are Elora's blood brother. She is your own sister. Is this how you take care of her?
Cyrus, freeze right there. From this moment on, no one from the Vanshan territory is allowed within 10 feet of Elora. You don't have the right. Who the hell do you think you are? A filthy beggar dares meddle in my family affairs? I am Elora's business partner. Protecting her safety is part of my job description.
A business partner? Exactly what kind of partnership is that? Are you two just clinging to each other like parasites just to stay alive?
Say one more word and I wouldn't mind putting an end to you.
Brother, look at this beggar! He dares threaten me!
How did I end up here?
Elora, you just passed out. You're at the pharmacy right now. Elora, you're finally awake. Thank goodness.
Elora, stop throwing a tantrum and come home with me right now. Someone in the family has been afflicted with blood poison and we need you to brew the antidote.
So they only came looking for me because they finally remembered my utility.
Cyrus, there is no way in hell I am going back to Vane Castle. Save your breath. Old pharmacist, this covers the full cost of my treatment. I don't owe you a single dime. There's no need to let the Vane family pick up my tab.
Elora, why won't you come back? Something is wrong with your body, too. Returning to the family is the perfect chance to get you treated.
Cyrus, do you really want to know why? During the border hunt, someone hid my transmission stone and left me trapped in the Maya forest where I almost died. And that frame up at the Moon Temple, you guys didn't even bother investigating before publicly excommunicating me from the territory. After treating me like garbage, you actually expect me to go back?
Elora, let me explain.
Cyrus, this pays for every single bit of food and hodging I ever cost the Vane territory over the years. From this day forward, the Vane family and I are completely even. Cyrus, this is a Bloodline Severance document. I am officially separating from the Vaughn family and breaking off all blood ties with every single one of you. Whether I live or die in the future has absolutely nothing to do with you anymore. Take this back and hand it over to the Vane Lord.
Elora, I am here on the Lord's orders to take you back to the castle under strict confinement. You are not allowed to run wild out here and drag the Van family name through the mud.
Confinement, Ryan? Or are you guys just trying to manufacture another excuse to frame and punish me?
Elora, you miserable brat! Guards! Seize her!
Elora, stop making Big Brother angry. Just be good and listen to him. He won't hurt you.
Wipe that hypocritical look off your face before I rip it off myself! Big Brother, I'm sorry. I couldn't convince Elora to come back. I had no idea she hated me this much.
Elora, you bitch! How dare you speak to Lilith like that? Guards, drag her away! Elora, find an opening to run when things get messy. Leave this crowd to me. Laura, you better not resist. Otherwise, I don't mind carrying your corpse back. Lower your weapons! Let them through right now! Cyrus, this is the Lord's direct command. We must bring Elora back to the castle today. Shut your mouth, Ryan! I am your older brother. Do you dare defy my orders? Elora, just come back with me. I promise I will thoroughly investigate everything that happened over the past few years. I will never let you suffer another injustice.
It doesn't matter anymore, Cyrus. Whatever happens to the Vane family has absolutely nothing to do with me.
Elora, what's our next move?
Karen, the market price for these medicinal herbs is about to triple.
I need to exploit this window of opportunity to hoard inventory on a massive scale. I want to lock down nearly half of the moonstone supply in the entire black market.
Elora, how can you be so sure the herb prices are going to skyclock it?
I received intel that the aftershocks of the blood moon will persist for another half a month. The bloodline disorders among the surrounding families are only going to get worse.
Elora, I hear you've been raking in some serious cash lately.
Who are you? What do you want?
Listen up, little girl. What kind of business makes this much money? Hand over half of it, and I'll keep you protected around these parts from now on.
I don't know you. My business doesn't need your protection.
You don't know us? Well, you do now, don't you?
Get lost. I said I don't need it.
Little girl, sounds like you're choosing to do this the hard way, huh? Then you're dead meat. Nobody turns me down. Get her! Tear that money away from them and snap a leg on each of them!
Boss! This bitch just broke my arm!
You dare lay a hand on my guy? I'm gonna completely break you today!
You're asking for death. Boss, I think we just ran into a real monster.
Come on then. Today, either you guys get carried out of this alley sideways, or I leave my corpse right here.
You two just wait. This isn't over between us!
I'll be waiting. Next time, I will kill you.
Father.
Elora actually dares to show her face back here? Make her kneel outside the front door. She is not to get up until I give the order.
Mother, Elona didn't come back.
Elora didn't come back? Well, if she didn't, she didn't. Let's see how long she can survive out there on her own.
Mother, over the past 4 years, exactly how many resources did you allocate to Elora every month?
Why on earth are you suddenly asking about that?
Mother, it's just a casual question.
Soren, how much allowance did you allocate to her each month?
I'm not the one in charge of provisions. Don't ask me.
Soren, you never privately gave Elora any resources?
Evelyn, I am buried alive in territorial affairs every single day. Do I really need to micromanage trivial household matters like this?
Elora barely had any money on her, yet she dared run away from home. I bet she's been hoarding quite a bit of private cash behind our backs. I'll just ask the servant. What is the value of the monthly provisions you allocate to the 2 young mistresses?
My lord, Miss Lilith receives provisions valued at 10 gold coins.
10 gold coins a month for Lilith. Entirely reasonable.
And what about Elora?
My lord, 100 copper points. 100 copper points!
Laura lived outside for so many years, she must have picked up some terrible habits. We couldn't give her too much or she'd just use it to get into trouble. She's full of nasty flaws anyway. As long as she doesn't starve to death, it's fine.
$100 copper coins. That isn't even enough for a single meal, and you have the nerve to call it a living allowance? This money was given to me by Elora. It's 24 gold coins in total. She said once she paid this back, she would owe nothing more to the family.
Then where on earth did she get this money from?
I've said it before. Elora lived with the family for so many years. There's no telling how many things she secretly stole from the vault to sell outside.
Mother, you've completely misjudged Elora. She earned every single bit of this money herself.
Elora actually has that kind of capability?
Before the Blood Moon storm hit, Elora stockpiled a massive hoard of medicinal herbs and wound slaves. After the storm passed, the prices go-rocketed 4 to 5 times, and she relied on that to make her first fortune.
Then where did Elora get the seed money to start? Didn't she steal it from Vane anyway?
Elora partnered up with a black market beggar to earn all of this.
Cyrus, are you saying Elora partnered with a beggar? Elora is an absolute disgrace to the Vane family.
Mother, have you ever even stepped foot into that side courtyard where she lived?
Why would I ever go to Elora's wretched courtyard? It's filthy to death.
Mother, I've been there. In Elora's wardrobe, there was nothing but a single old uniform and a washed-out nightgown. Aside from that, there was absolutely nothing.
How could that be possible?
Why wouldn't it be possible? With a monthly living allowance of 100 coppers, she couldn't even buy enough black bread to stay full. Where would she get the money for new clothes? Mother, and look at the leather boots Elora wore. The toes were completely worn through with holes, and she had to find scraps of discarded leather to sew them up herself just to keep wearing them. I just want to know, has our Vorch family truly become so impoverished that we can't even provide a decent pair of boots?
Evelyn, were you truly completely oblivious to the fact that Elora was reduced to mending her own broken boots?
Servant, step forward and answer me.
I am here, my lord. What are your orders?
Let me ask you, how long ago was it that Elora started using leather scraps and coarse twain to mend her hunting boots?
It started about a year ago. The eldest miss found some leftover leather and rough hemp thread to patch them up. And she has been wearing them ever since without getting a new pair.
Evelyn! Elora stayed with the Van family for 4 whole years, and you didn't even manage to procure a single pair of new hunting boots for her?
And what about you, my lord?
Have you ever personally provided a single piece of clothing or accessory for Elora?
Brother, what's going on? Why are father and mother so angry? Is it because of sister?
Lilith, as Elora's younger sister, did you ever once offer her a pair of boots or a single piece of clothing?
Brother, in the past, I tried to give Elena accessories out of goodwill. But she pushed them back with a cold face every single time. You really can't blame me for this.
Elora lived in Vade Castle for 4 long years, but did any of us, her so-called relatives, ever treat her like real family for a single second?
I was completely in the dark. How on earth did Elora survive these 4 years?
What is that supposed to mean, Cyrus? Are you blaming me for mistreating Elora with those words?
Mother, I blame no one, I only blame myself. As her eldest brother, I failed to notice any of this until today.
Enough! All of you shut your mouths!
The most critical matter right now is to find Elora and bring her back.
Cyrus, this pays for every single bit of food and hodging I ever cost the Vane territory over the years. From this day forward, the Vane family and I are completely even. Cyrus, this is a Bloodline Severance document. I am officially separating from the Vaughn family and breaking off all blood ties with every single one of you. Whether I live or die in the future has absolutely nothing to do with you anymore. Take this back and hand it over to the Vane Lord.
So Elora was speaking the truth. We were the ones who pushed her away with our own hands. Elora, we've been sitting here for hours. You've just been staring at the passing mercenaries this whole time. What exactly are you plotting?
A business opportunity.
Is there actually a business more lucrative than trading moonshadow grass and purification saves?
Karen, I heard you have a friend whose family runs a traditional leather tasting workshop.
Yeah, that's right. I know someone like that. Elora, refined leather armor is all the rage across the city-states right now. The traditional tanning business died out ages ago, and her family's place can barely keep its doors open.
Perhaps we can bring it back from the dead.
For real? Elora! This is Myra, the one I told you about. Her family handles leather tanking.
Hi, I'm Myra. Our workshop has been tanning leather for nearly 10 years. Our craftsmanship is widely recognized as some of the best around these parts. Hello, my name is Elora. I've heard Karen talk about you constantly, saying your intuition is incredibly sharp. And how exactly did Karen describe me? Did he mention how I forced him to haul cargo all night last time until he was practically begging for mercy?
I did not!
I'm just joking! Karen, don't be so tense! Myra, I called you here today because we have serious business to discuss. What is it? Please, go ahead.
Myra, I intend to purchase a large batch of finished leather from your workshop for a long-term partnership.
Are you serious? That would be amazing! Come over and take a look at our place. My father should be finished with his work in just a moment. Don't worry, I already mentioned your intentions to him, and he will most likely agree. Father!
Oh, Myra, you brought guests? If you want to buy a few sheets of leather, pick them out yourselves. Prices are all marked on the wooden board over there. I have ongoing work here, so I won't keep you company.
Father, they aren't here for retail buying. They are here to talk about a major business deal with you.
Myra, stop messing around. Your father is incredibly stressed right now. This entire batch of inventory has been sitting here for nearly 2 months without selling. The workshop is right on the brink of collapse.
Father! At least let them finish what they have to say. Master, we are indeed here to discuss a long-term collaboration with you.
A long-term collaboration? I thought it was a massive deal, but you're probably just looking to buy maybe 8 or 10 sheets of leather, right? For my daughter's sake, I'll give you a bit of a discount.
Master, we require far more than just 8 or 10 sheets.
Then how much do you want?
I want to contract your workshop's entire production output for the next 3 months.
How much?
3 months of your entire production output. Not a single sheet left behind.
Young lady, you certainly talk big. For an order of this magnitude, do you even possess enough gold coins? I don't have time to play games with you.
Master, take a look at this.
An official trading permit from the Black Market Guild. And this bag is all just the deposit? This much? Miss, please sit. Please sit. I'll go grab the account ledgers and material list right away, so we can carefully discuss the finer details of our long-term partnership.
Lord Soren, we have uncovered Miss Elora's tracks.
Where is she?
Miss Elora has been spending every single day lately, down at a failing leather tanning workshop in the black market, dealing with foul-smelling raw hides all day long.
A leather tanning workshop. What on earth is Elora doing in a place like that? Is she working as a manual laborer just to scrape by? Elora, you would rather do hard labor in a wretched place like the black market covered in the stench of raw hides than return to the Vane family, is that it? You may leave now. Continue to monitor her, but do not startle Elora under any circumstances.
This is Elora's childhood diary.
Elora, who allowed you to touch my weapon of honor?
Get out. The training ground is no place for you.
Brother, I just wanted to see your blade. They said you won this honor by claiming the City-State Warrior Award at 16.
Get out. From now on, you are not to step foot in here without my permission.
Brother, you are truly amazing.
Elora, I completely misunderstood you. All of these, Elora secretly collected them?
This is the 3rd time I've seen Brother in the City-State Military Report. They say he is the youngest silver warrior of the Van family, the pride of the Wolf clan. I've gathered all these reports and read them so many times. I remember every single battle written here. Brother is truly amazing. I heard from the servants that Brother sustained an old injury from hunting magical beasts, and it aches every time it rains. I learned medicine brewing from the pharmacist, so I'll bring this soup over to him today.
Commander Cyrus, Miss Elora is requesting an audience outside. She says she brought medisoup for your old injury. Don't let Elora come in here and make a mess. Send her away. I have no time for such trivial nonsense.
Brother must be buried in work, and the militarist was never a place as I belonged anyway. It's fine. I'll just bring it over next time. I want to work in the military office and help out in the future too, so I can ease some of his burdens.
I might never be as incredible as Brother, but I would be content if I could achieve even 1% of his prowess. Brother has already treated me well enough. The Van family took me in, and I am already deeply grateful. From this day on is my ultimate idol. I must become just as strong as him.
Elora, why did you never tell me any of this?
Elora, the 1,000 finished leather sheets you requested in advance have been fully tanned and processed. Do we start selling them now?
Our supply channels and pricing model have already been finalized. Next up is the official launch stage.
Remember this, we must absolutely select the most heavily congested locations to display our goods.
The main entrance of the Mercenary Tavern, right next to the bulletin board in the mission hall, and the major intersection of the Black Market Street. These 3 spots are our core sales festas.
Then I'll head back to the workshop right now to mobilize more hands, have them distribute the inventory to each location in waves, and start setting up immediately!
The spots have all been deployed. How are the sales looking?
The figures are rolling in constantly. Boss, you should look at the ledgers yourself. Look, the first spot has already cleared 50 sheets.
Stay composed. There are others rolling in.
180 sheets cleared at the Mercenary Tavern. 300 sheets gone at the street intersection.
Hold on. Don't flip the page. Let me tally up the total.
300 sheets, and after deducting overhead costs, this profit margin.
Hurry. Stop calculating. I can barely keep pace with recording the balances. It's only been half a day, and we've cleared over 400 sheets. This adoption rate is absolutely insane.
Don't rust. Once night falls, the mercenaries shift guards, and the merchant caravans settle in, the head count will spike again. Our leather sales will shoot up further.
Miss Elora, I can't take this. My hands are completely drenched in sweat from the excitement.
The way I see it, this backup stockpile of 1,000 through the night before selling out.
We can't afford to wait until we're completely cleared out to restock. We need to expand production immediately and lock down our market share while this momentum lasts.
Exactly! Expand production!
Funnel every single dime of today's incoming revenue straight back to the workshop to secure our second patch of raw materials. Recruit extra hands and run overtime shifts through the night.
Yes! Understood! I'll dispatch the message to the workshop right away! Good heavens! This traction is absolutely terrifying!
Lilith has always been the most exceptional child.
The 3 leather shops and 2 dispensaries you manage saw a 20% spike in revenue this quarter.
Exactly, Lilith. Once you lock down your placement on the Youth Wealth ranking, the entire commercial avenue on the east side of the city will be signed over to your name.
It is all thanks to Father and Mother's excellent guidance. I am merely following instructions.
Is that wretched prap Elora still refusing to crawl back here?
If Elora had any intention of returning, she would have come groveling to our doorstep ages ago.
I dispatched 3 separate waves of messages to request her presence, but she explicitly evaded all of them.
If she doesn't want to come back, then fine. I want to see exactly how long Elora can maintain this stubborn pride. Stripped of the family section tree, Elora is lesser than a beggar on the street corner.
Father, Mother, how about I go track down Elora, offer her an apology and bring her back? She is my older sister, after all.
Why on earth should you apologize, Lilius? Elora is the one in the wrong. If anyone is apologizing, she should be kneeling at the front gates, begging for your forgiveness. It is not your place to bow your head. You naive child, your heart is simply too good. With a spirit this soft, how are you supposed to run this household in the future?
My lord, Miss Elora has just arrived at the estate gates. Elora actually returned?
Miss Elora is waiting just outside the threshold. Shall I escort her inside?
Hold it! Did I give permission for Apolloria to enter first? She doesn't step a foot inside until Lilith decides to grant her giveness.
Mother, what do you think you are doing? Are you absolutely determined to drive Elora away for Daytat good?
Enough! Let bygones be bygones. Since Elora is here, let her in.
Understood.
Well, Elora. So you finally remembered the way back. I suppose you couldn't survive out there any longer, and you finally remembered to come back and beg the family for help?
You are mistaken, Evelyn. I didn't come back to beg for sanctuary.
The emissary notified me to come to the clan estate to collect the accolades that rightfully belong to me.
Accolades? Today is the release date for the Youth Wealth Priming. Since when do you have the qualifications to make the list and collect a reward? Elora, the nominee for the Youth Wealth ranking, is Lilith. What on earth does any of this have to do with you?
Elora, stop overestimating yourself. How could someone like you, who rubs shoulders with street bums, ever make the list? Elora, you should be bursting with pride that Lilith made the ranking instead of standing here desperate for attention because of your pathetic jealousy.
Brother, please don't speak to Sister that way. It's already quite impressive that Sister could even try to participate in the competition.
By the way, Elora, the Lord just sent word that he will be arriving in person shortly. Elora, do you have any idea what that implies? It implies that my Lilith has topped the ranking, and the city-state emissary is arriving in person to deliver the accolades.
Is that so, Evelyn? Are you really that certain the city-state emissary is here to deliver accolades to Lilith?
Miss Elora also registered for the Youth Wealth ranking.
Elora, if the Lord's emissary isn't here for Lilith, could he possibly be here for you?
Mother, her black market stalls are a thing of the past. Elora currently operates her own leather trading firm down in the lower district.
A wretched little shop in the lower district? How could that ever hope to compete with Lilith's prime commercial storefronts?
Evelyn, you can't seriously believe that Lilith's businesses could ever outrank mine, do you?
Utter nonsense. Lilith is trained in commerce under the city-state's finest mentors since childhood and holds the entirety of the family's resources in her hands. How could you ever compare? Elora, you're lucky enough just to not starve to death. You don't belong in the same breath as Lilith when it comes to rankings.
Indeed, Evelyn. It would be incredibly ironic if an elite stacked with the family's endless resources since childhood somehow ended up outranked by an orphan like me, wouldn't it?
Elora! What did you just say?
Enough, Elora! This is the Vane Castle, not your wretched trading firm in the lower district. There is no place for you to act wildly here.
What's the matter? Are you terrified? Terrified that the pristine Lilith you all propped up can't even stand against me when I have absolutely nothing? Cyrus, unhand me. I am not your servant, and this is none of your business.
Elora, you...
Lilith, don't for a second I am blind to your assassination attempt against me. In the near future, I will make you pay the ultimate price.
My lord, my lady, the emissary from the city-state lord's master has arrived at the gates.
He's finally come. Escort the emissary inside immediately! Elora, this is the perfect chance for you to witness the true disparity between us and the absolute glory of the Vane family.
Welcome, Lord Emissary. Please, come inside.
Lord Soren, the Vane family has raised an incredibly remarkable young individual. On behalf of the Lord's Manor, I extend our profound gratitude for the family's exceptional guidance.
You flatter us, Lord Emissary. Cultivating exceptional talent for the city-state is merely the solemn duty of our Vane family.
Our Lilith isn't just targeting the top spot of the Youth Wealth ranking this time. She is also aiming for the title of the city-state's Merchant of the Year.
The revenue across the 5 storefronts under Lilith's name has tripled this quarter. This crown rightfully belongs to no one else but our Lilith.
It is far grander. Young mind hasn't just claimed the absolute peak of wealth, but has secured supreme glory for the entire city-state.
Is that truly the case?
Previous chart toppers on the youth ranking merely received a standard trade board certification. An immense honor where the Lord commands personal commendations has not served a single time in the past decade.
It appears that this time our Vane family is truly destined to bask in the immense honor secured by Lilith.
Our Lilith has never caused us a single moment of worry perverting the management of our properties.
Quickly, Lilith, step forward and offer your great lives to Lord Emissary and Director.
I pledge to redouble my effort, the highest spectator to make it in the city-state.
Excellently said, child. Maintaining complete humility in the face of supreme honor is what makes you a true child of the Vorn family. Lilith,
This is the deed to the core commercial avenue in the city center. Consider this an early congratulatory gift from your mother and me for securing the top spot.
Thank you immensely, Father. We'll manage it well short of your expectations.
Apologies if everyone could wait a brief moment. Our destination for this visit was to locate the Vaughn family's Miss Elora? My mistakes. The absolute champion of this season's youth wealth ranking is not Miss Lilith. It is Miss Elora. The Lord personally bestowed the title of the city-state's meritorious merchant along with the corresponding rewards upon Miss Aurora.
That's impossible! This simply cannot be! There has absolutely been a massive error here!
The revenue of Miss Elora's leather trading firm is 7 times greater than that of the runner-up. Her asset volume has left everyone else far behind, securely locking her into the first place. The refined tanning method innovated by Miss Elora elevates the puncture resistance of leather armor by 40%. The city-state has already designated Miss Elora's firm as the exclusive supplier for military-grade leather armor. Elora built this entire venture completely on her own from scratch after being excommunicated from the family. To orchestrate a business of this magnitude and secure a military contract is truly unprecedented.
Lord Herald, that's impossible! There has absolutely been a massive error here!
Miss Elora, this is the Lord's personal golden invitation. You built this enterprise entirely through your own prowess and have secured tremendous merit for the city-state. The Lord deeply admires your capabilities.
Freeze right there! Elora's funds are completely unaccounted for! She must have amassed this dirty money through black market smuggling! This ranking is an absolute farce!
My lady, mind your language. Miss Elora's firm operates with pristine documentation and her account ledgers are flawlessly transparent. The military contract was personally authorized by the Lord himself. Every single stream of revenue can be traced back to its legitimate origin. Conversely, Miss Lilith's leather storefronts have been caught masquerading ordinary hides as premium beast leather to defraud consumers. The Commerce Bureau has already filed the incident, and strict legal accountability will be pursued shortly.
No, this cannot be! I am the absolute first! You must have relied on some vile, underhanded schemes! You must not get that!
Has the emissary departed? Did Lilith secure her accolade? What is going on? Speak up. Lilith!
Cyrus, exactly what transpired here. Tristan, things are not quite what you imagine them to be. What do you mean, not what I imagine? Did the reward not belong to Lilith? It belongs to someone else.
Say that to me one more time. Lilith lost! Elora's ranking is far higher than Lilith's.
Impossible! Since when could Elora ever outshine Lilith? Your eyes must be playing tricks on you. My eyes are perfectly fine. This is the absolute reality. Elora achieved what everyone deemed utterly impossible. Lilith claims second. Elora. Elora, our inventory cleared out completely again today. The return rate is sitting well under 10%.
Entirely within expectations. The border beast tide is approaching rapidly.
Elora! You need to look at this right now! You have been officially declared the chief of the Commerce Guild! Elora, no wonder the wound saves you formulated possessed such miraculous efficacy. You were the guild chief all along!
Understood. Back to work, everyone.
Elora.
What are you doing here? Get out, Cyrus.
Elora, this is the blood purification elixir treasured by our family. It will aid immensely with your internal traumas.
Cyrus, I said, get out.
Elora! Cyrus made a special journey just to deliver this medicine to you. Exactly what kind of attitude is this? Ryan, what on earth are you barking for here? This is Elora's establishment and you two are not welcome. Do you have trouble comprehending plain speech? Karen, this is a private family matter between Elora and me. Do not interfere. A family matter? Where was this concept of family when you threw her out of Van Castle like garbage? Now you suddenly crawl over here begging her to take your medicine. Where was this concern before? What kind of nobody do you think you are to meddle in vain family affairs?
Delivering medicine. Cyrus, do you still hold any memory of what transpired in the Miasra forest 3 years ago? I remained trapped in that Mias forest for 3 days and 3 nights. Ryan intercepted my transmission stone after I dispatched rescue signals 3 separate times. Am I correct, Cyrus?
Elora, you are spouting absolute lies. How could I possibly orchestrate—
Ryan, you never regarded me as your sister for a single second. Stay the hell away from me. Cyrus, I have established long ago that I hold absolutely no ties to the Vane family. I am an orphan. My true family died completely 18 years ago. Now gather your medicine along with Ryan and get the hell out of my storefront.
Did you hear her? Stop acting as an eyesore here and disrupting our operations. That brat has completely lost her mind! Cyrus, Elora actually possessed the audacity to speak to you in that manner. Ryan, that is enough. What do you mean enough? Elora is completely stepping all over our heads. Cyrus, give me the command and I'll take men to tear her storefront to pieces right now! What on earth is this? Why are you still holding on to something like this? This is Elora's personal diary. You need to read this thoroughly.
Lilith, you are truly the absolute best!
I envy Lilith so much. I wish I had family standing by my side too. Forget it. I shouldn't disturb them.
Cyrus, how long have you been hiding this thing? It has remained with me this entire time. We owe far too much to Elora from our past. Cyrus, exactly how many times have you pored over this diary? I have read every single page. But you have never witnessed the contents hidden within. This is Elora's handwriting? Flip to page 37. Look at that drawing. Is this my gift for her first successful hunt? Elora drew that when she was only 14 years old.
I've scraped together savings for 3 whole months. I finally have enough to present Ryan with a proper gift.
Ryan, congratulations on your successful first hunt. This is a first hunt gift I prepared for you.
Who could possibly care for your trash? Get out of my way! Stop wasting my valuable time here! Elora was only 14. And she was already thinking about scraping together a first hunt gift for me? I never received it a single time. Cyrus, how many more incidents like this are hidden in there? There are countless more. Do you truly wish to read on? Could it be that I have truly, completely wronged Elora all this time? Cyrus, what's written on this page related to that day? Flip past it. It says here that Elora went looking for you to bring you some water.
Ryan, your armor is stained with blood from the magical beasts. Let me help you wipe it down.
Don't touch it! No matter how filthy my armor gets, it's still cleaner than your hands. If you ever dare to lay a hand on my belongings again, I'll break your hands.
Ryan, every single page of this diary is a dagger.
That's exactly why I keep reading it.
I am deeply indebted to Elora.
Brother, do you think we've been completely unfair to Elora? Whenever Lilith wanted something, the family handed it to her. But no matter how hard Elora pushed herself, and all she got in return was scoldings and deductions, anyone would become completely disheartened. I went to the clan assignment office to check the records.
Check for what? Starting from her second year back with the family, Elora was deployed to the Myaza forest to gather herbs and eliminate magical beasts. She suffered severe trauma 3 times over those 3 years, yet she never once requested the family's healing elixirs. Brothers, what are you two whispering about? Are you talking about that bastard child again? Tristan. Yeah? When you turned 14, Mother explicitly assigned 3 personal servants to attend to you. When Elora turned 14, she marched into the Myaza forest alone to forage for herbs. When she returned with blooded bandages wrapped around waist, not a soul bothered to ask if she was in pain.
Tristan, stop talking.
Brother, drink some of this to warm your body up. Do you think Elora is suffering a great deal out there on her own? I don't know. But at the very least, Elora is currently the chief of the Commerce Guild and people respect her. It's far better than remaining with the family, respected by people. We only learned that Elora became the guild chief after hearing it from the lips of an old servant. The year Elora first returned to the clan, she was only 12 years old, but her eyes were incredibly bright. She used to shadow us every single day, calling out Brother Cyrus and Brother Ryan. She was like a shadow we could never shake off.
Back then, we all found her incredibly annoying.
Yeah, we found her annoying. When she sent transmission stones, we never replied. When she wanted to dine with us, we told her we had no time. Back then, Elora must have been profoundly disappointed, right?
Master Cyrus, Master Ryan, we just received word. Miss Elora's firm has secured a massive military procurement order of 100,000 units from the Lord.
100,000?
Yes, it locks down 30% of the annual military inventory. The Lord's chief commerce officer personally finalized the contract.
So, Elora has already forged so far ahead.
What are you two doing out here freezing in the wind in the middle of the night? What's the discussion about?
Miss Elora has secured the Lord's procurement order for 100,000 units.
For 100,000? Exactly how much gold coins does that amount in? I knew there was something foul about that girl. She must have relied on some vile, underhanded schemes to deceive the Lord into granting her that contract. Tristan, exactly how long has it been since you last paid any attention to Elora?
What do you mean by that?
Elora has ascended to the Youth Commerce Leaderboard. From whose lips did you actually learn about this achievement?
So what if she did?
When Lilith claimed second place, Father presented her with a refined silver blade and personally escorted her to the main city to attend the grand festival. And what about Elora? She claimed the absolute first place, yet we didn't offer a single word of inquiry or care. As her family, we have long grown accustomed to completely disregarding her every triumph.
So what? Elora was always inherently detached and unlikable. Detached! Tristan, tell me, what was Elora truly like when she first returned to the clan?
When Elora first arrived, she would frequently stand right here staring at these badges of honor for hours on end. Her eyes were as brilliant as the stars.
Brother, back then, Elora was indeed entirely different from who she is today.
She was rightfully entitled to far more than everything Lilish ever possessed. But what did we ever grant her?
Tristan, tell me, is this truly fair? The concept of fairness is something that has never materialized for Elora a single time.
Tristan, let me ask you one more thing.
What is it?
3 years ago, who exactly lost the precious gem embedded in the silver moon crown? Brother, why are you suddenly bringing up this matter again? Wasn't it fully settled ages ago? Elora was the one who stole it. Elora recorded everything down.
What on earth is that?
Tristan, brother already had me read through this document. Take a look at what is written inside. Read it yourself. And once you have finished, tell me once more who was truly responsible for the incident with the silver moon crown. Brothers, what exactly is your angle here? You intend to pursue past grievances based on some wretched diary? Then what about the time 2 years ago when the entire clan suffered from food poisoning? You still maintain that Elora orchestrated that as well?
Tristan, regarding certain matters, we might have completely, utterly misunderstood Elora all this time.
Open it. Read through it before you say another word.
Tristan has advanced to the hunting squad. I've gathered up every single one of his public notices. Once Tristan ascends to the position of the hunting squad leader in the future, I will present this scrapbook to him as a gift.
Elora kept records of all of this?
Elora, guess what? In less than a month, our daily production has already hit 3,000 sheets. If this keeps up, my tanning workshop won't even have enough space to hold it all.
Not enough.
Not enough? 3,000 sheets is still not enough?
To saturate the entire city-state, we need at least 100,000 sheets. This is barely the beginning.
The notices are printed. Elora, do you plan on posting them today or waiting until this patch of leather is processed?
Post them today. Every city gate, mercenary tavern, and black market entrance. Put them up everywhere.
Got it. I'll have the guys from the hunting squad help distribute them too. It's faster than posting notices.
I just hired 20 new Tanthers on my end, so tripling the output won't be an issue. It's just, can the raw material supply keep pace?
I've already coordinated with those in the Miaja forest. The hunting squad will prioritize supplying us. With a 10% price premium, they're practically fighting for the job. Within a month, we roll out across the entire city-state territory. After that, we push towards Dagor Peak and Ironfrost Valley.
Elora, isn't the pace a bit too aggressive? Both manpower and capital have to keep up for this to work.
The military procurement contract is merely the starting point, and the leather is just to pave the way.
Then what's our next move?
Blood purification elixir. Internal traumas from silver poisoning. Countless lawmen can never cure it in their entire lifetimes. There's no need for me to explain how massive this market is.
If this thing can truly be mass-produced, half of the black market street will belong to you.
The objective is simple, just like the leather. Saturate the black market and saturate the city-state.
Miss Elora, to be perfectly frank, before I arrived, I assumed you were merely a girl with a bit of petty cleverness. Now it seems I completely underestimated you.
You flatter me, Lord Emissary.
We were only able to push the project forward because of the Lord's trust. Trust is extended to everyone, but you are the only one who actually delivered results. Having the formula and intuition isn't enough. You also need this, intellect and audacity. Unlike those young ladies from noble houses who do nothing but compare dresses and accessories all day round.
Lord Emissary, You praise her too highly. If Elora lacked either of those traitors, I wouldn't be working alongside her. Your partner here possesses quite an exceptional eye as well.
Karen, are the pilot production metrics for the blood purification exim out yet?
The first batch yielded 12 bottles. The efficacy is stable, and the cost is nearly 20% lower than our projections.
The blood purification elixir? You're manufacturing that as well? We just initiated the project. It's still in the pilot phase. Miss Elora, I'll be direct. Aside from inspecting the military procurement contract, I came here today for one more matter. The Lord is profoundly intrigued by this project of yours. Once I return, I will recommend expanding the orders.
Then my immense thanks to you, Lord Emissary.
Think nothing of it. I favor young people like you. You have real drive.
Brother, look at this. Isn't this a bit too exaggerated? I assumed it was merely a micro business. I never expected the scale to be so massive.
Hey, this is genuinely incredible. It's scratch-resistant and warm, far superior to my own leather gear.
Naturally. It's a brand endorsed by the chief of the Commerce Guild. How could it possibly fall short?
The guild chief? Since when did Elora? We maintained all along that it would be incredibly difficult for Elora to survive after leaving the family.
So, Elora has long since carved out a life, far beyond anything we could comprehend.
Brother, tell me, how did Elora ever devise this concept with the leather? It's absolute genius. Elora was always inherently full of ideas since childhood. It is simply that we never granted her a single opening to speak. But true. When Elora first returned to the clan, she used to shadow us every single day. We all deemed her incredibly annoying and ordered her to get lost. Do you still hold any memory? The year Elora first arrived, she posed a question to us.
What question?
She asked what the people of Vaughn family desired above all else. How did we answer back then? Right, Ryan claimed what he desired most was power and status. I stated it was strength and honor. It seems something like that did transpire. Then do you know what Elora's own answer was? I visited the fringes of the Miyaga forest and conversed with the lawmen there. They noted that a wolfhound exiled by their family craves nothing more in this lifetime than bloodline validation. Elora must have harbored the exact same thoughts when she first returned to the clan, right? And what did we do afterward? All we ever granted her was prejudice and cold indifference. She went from being completely full of hope to having her heart turn entirely to ice. Brother, did we err far too gravely? Yes. Let us seek out Elora, beg for her forgiveness, and bring her home.
Elora, wait a brief moment.
Elora, we have pored over your diary.
We are deeply sorry. In the past, the fault resided entirely with us.
Are you finished speaking? This, I am returning it to you. I have never retained a single thing belonged to the Vane house. The transmission stone. I am returning it to you.
Elora, can you truly never grant us your forgiveness?
Whether forgiveness is granted or not is no longer of any consequence.
I never anticipated that Elora could genuinely materialize this success.
Father, shouldn't we execute some course of action?
Execute what?
Father, brothers, what is the discussion about?
It is nothing, merely reviewing some commercial matters.
It concerns Elora's leather enterprise, doesn't it? I knew it. Do you all suddenly maintain that Elora is remarkably formidable now? Never lose sight of why Elora departed from this family. Exactly how massive of a burning rage she harbors in her spirit. Have any of you ever evaluated that?
What are you insinuating?
I am saying that the only reason Elora isn't manufacturing complications for us currently because she lacks the leverage. Once her strength is sufficient, Elora will absolutely return to claim her vengeance. Everything we owe her, she will extract it back tenfold, 100-fold.
That won't happen. Elora is inherently not that sort of individual.
Brother, you fundamentally fail to comprehend that depth of hatred. How could an individual subjected to that tier of commation possibly not harbour malice in her spirit?
Father, this classification of individual is the most terrifying. She will hoard her rage grain by grain. And the split second an opening presents itself, she will unleash it all at once.
The Lord's precuperant order for 100,000 Jit order has fully fallen into Elora's hands.
Father, Elora possesses such aggressive momenta currently. Once she secures a permanent archhold, where will our Vane family's dignity reside in the future?
Elora operates her own enterprise. It holds absolutely no relevance to our Vane family.
Brother, you fundamentally fail to comprehend. Elora departed from the Vane house. How will the general public view us?
Lilith, Elora's departure was entirely because we failed to retain her a single time.
Enough. I summoned you all here today to review our options, not to listen to your continuous bickering. The course of actions Elora executed was witnessed with clarity by the Lord's subordinates.
Do you truly assume they were merely offering generic praise regarding Elora's prowess? Cyrus, what course of action do you judge to be appropriate here?
Elora holds absolutely no ties to us anymore. Whatever enterprise she establishes or whatever orders she intercepts, that remains entirely her personal affair. Father Brother's judgment is perfectly sound. Executing a maneuver currently would conversely project an image that we harbor fear towards Elora.
Then we execute zero movements for the time being.
I intend to observe exactly how far an individual excommunicated from this family can truly advance.
Elora, our deployment across the city-state is nearly saturated. When do we initiate our push outward?
Starting tomorrow, we separate into 2 divisions to march. You will spearhead one division to Dagog Peak, and the other will advance toward Ironsfraw Valley.
At this pace, the High Noble Merchant Coalition, they haven't executed any movements yet, have they?
By the time they execute movements, it will be far too late.
The High Noble Merchant Coalition commands boundless capital and deep alliances. We cannot match them there. Our singular competitive edge is pure speed.
Understood. We will seize the ground ahead of them and anchor our trade name out there.
Precisely. By the split second they manage to formulate a reaction, the market sector will be ours entirely. We march straight into the main city.
To be completely honest, I've served in other trading firms previously, but I have never witnessed an expansion speed of this magnitude. It has only been a handful of months.
Naturally. Look at who is spearheading this division. Ordinary individuals fundamentally cannot hope to match Elora's intellect.
Cease the drinking for a moment. Let's address our serious business.
Our saturation across the city-state is nearly completed. Next, we must refine the operational management of our infrastructure.
Refine it? Exactly what tier of refine are we targeting?
We segment the city-state into 10 distinct zones, appointing a supervisor for each sector. The deployment, reclaiming, and manding of our leather gear will be fully governed by these zone supervisors.
Highly logical. Currently, the enterprise has expanded massively. You cannot possibly oversee it entirely by yourself.
Precisely. I am scheduled to report to the Apothecary Guild in the main city in a few days. It is impossible for me to monitor this ground daily.
You intend to depart? Then what becomes of the firm's operations?
That is exactly why we must establish this zone supervisor infrastructure. Once the protocols are anchored, operations will function seamlessly whether I am physically present or not. Each zone will be allocated a carriage along with a driver, executing runs twice daily, once in the morning and once in the evening to reclaim broken gear and deploy Prestisa placements.
No problem on my end. I'll recruit additional hands for the workshop.
Elora! An incident has occurred!
What happened?
The City Defense Force arrived. They have completely seized and carried away all the leather gear from our West Street and South Street points.
What? On what authority? This is completely uncalled for. Plundering our goods. Absolutely shameless. Exactly. Let's march over there and demand a proper explanation.
Cease the shouting.
Elora, our leather inventory has been plundered. How can you remain completely untroubled?
Why rush? However much they carried away, they will return it precisely to its original state.
Return it? How could that possibly materialize?
This leather infrastructure is a project heavily backed by the Lord's direct patronage. I coordinated with the high officials in advance. Someone intends to orchestrate underhanded maneuvers behind my back, yet they fail to evaluate exactly whose domain this is.
Could it be Lilith's orchestration?
Aside from Lilith, Who else could possibly harbor such malice?
Well, well, if it isn't Elorna. What's the matter? Your leather got plundered, so your spirits are dampened? Lilith, draw the line right here. Draw the line. Exactly what actions did I execute? The incident with the City Defense Force was completely your foul play. Do not spout baseless accusations. The City Defense Force was merely executing official duties. What relevance does that hold to me? Listen to me with absolute clarity, Lilith. If you ever employ such vile, underhanded schemes a single time in the future. And what? Exactly what course of action can you enforce against me?
I will ensure you pay the ultimate price.
10-fold, 100-fold. The Vane family holds zero relevance to me. But every single debt you owe me, I will extract each balance back completely.
Miss, within the boundaries of the Van territory, we have cleared out nearly all of her distribution points. However...
However what?
However, on the Lord's end, he appears to harbour some severe displeasure.
The Lord? My father holds the prestigious rank of Earl. The Lord must show our house a degree of deference. What is there to fear?
Miss, how about we establish contact with the defence forces of the surrounding territories? Have them execute the same course of action simultaneously?
A brilliant concept. I intend to observe exactly how long Elora's micro-business can hope to endure.
Precisely. You could effortlessly crush her with a casual flick of your wrist, miss.
Excellently said. Go! Dispatch Blood Raven transmissions to the commanders of the surrounding territories. Forbid Eloria from selling a single sheet of leather.
Lilith! Who authorized you to lay a single finger on that leather project?
Withdraw your torches immediately, every single one of them. The Lord has caught wind of this incident. He has issued a severe warning to me.
Father, but...
There are zero buts. Do it right now!
Miss, this...
Cut it all! Withdraw.
It is a vampire necrotic venom, brought back directly from the main city, and its toxicity is exceptionally profound.
Is it treatable?
It is treatable, but it demands an immense amount of time. Vampire necrotic venom is intensely volatile. It must be flushed out gradually. These coming days are a critical window. Someone must remain on vigil constantly.
Then, when can we anticipate them regaining consciousness?
It is difficult to ascertain. In optimal scenarios, 3 to 5 days. If the response is sluggish, half a month remains entirely within the realm of possibility.
Brother, you've remained on vigil for an entire day already. Please consume some nourishment. I harbour no hunger. Brother, what is the current state of affairs? Still locked in a state of comatone. The apothecary noted it is vampire necrotic venom. Curse it! They merely executed a standard journey to the main city. How on earth did they contract such an affliction? Brother, regarding this incident, should we relay the message to Elora? Mother has entered the healing chamber. As a direct bloodline Skyen, protocol dictates she ought to be notified. Elora will not come. Even so, we must offer a brief notification. Otherwise, the public will manufacture rumors. Brother? You march along with me. Me? Yes. You march along with me to the black market to seek out Elora. Elora? Rented an entire street of storefronts?
Gentlemen, what is your business here?
We are looking for Elora.
Looking for our boss? Do you have an appointment?
An appointment? I am Elora's older brother. I need an appointment just to see her?
Our boss is an orphan. She has no brothers.
Please head back, gentlemen. Please relay a message to her. Tell her that Cyrus of the Vane family is here to see Elora on an urgent matter.
Wait here.
This reminds me of many years ago, when Elora first arrived at Vane Castle.
Is this my home? Hello. I am Elora. I am here to see my father, Earl Soren.
Where did this bastard child crawl out from? Do you truly think our Earl is someone a nobody like you can just meet?
I am genuinely his daughter. I have a token of proof.
Get lost! The Earl's manor has no such daughter like you. Stop blocking the way here!
Back then, Elora wanted nothing more than to step inside the castle and look around, yet I never even consented.
Our boss has stated she will not see you.
Since Elora refuses to see us, we will wait inside.
Who gave you permission to enter?
Elora, exactly what tier of attitude is this when speaking to us?
This is a commercial storefront, and we are currently operating business. If you trespass by force, I can readily notify the City Defense Force.
Elora, you...
Elora, we have an urgent situation.
An urgent situation. Whatever concerns the Vane house holds absolutely zero relevance to me.
Father and mother, along with Lilith, have contracted vampire necrostic vinum since returning from the main city. They are currently completely comatose.
Oh, and then?
And then? Those are your parents! This is your entire reaction?
Parents? Ryan, did you somehow lose sight of the fact that the blood oath has already been anchored?
A blood oath is a blood oath, but bloodline is bloodline. They remain your blood relatives regardless.
Blood relatives? My true family died completely 18 years ago.
Elora, even if you refuse to grant us your forgiveness, could you come and look? Merely a single glance.
Look at what? Observe whether they have deceased yet? If they do pass away, please do offer me a brief notification. It will give me an exceptional reason to raise a glass in celebration.
You ungrateful piece of trash! I will put an end to you!
Ryan, restrain yourself.
Are you finished manufacturing a scene? If you are finished, then get the hell out.
Guard, escort these two guests out of my sight.
Elora, you will absolutely pay the ultimate price for this! Elora, you heartless bitch! The family sustained you for a lifetime, and this is exactly how you repay us?
Sustained me, Ryan. Speak with a degree of factual evidence.
Is it not the absolute truth? The Vane house granted you food and apparel, yet you...
Granted me food and apparel? An allowance of 50 silver coins monthly cannot even procure a single bottle of basic healing Elilas. Is this the definition of what your house granted me? When I foraged for herbs in the Mieshra forest and almost died in the jaws of a magical beast, did a single one of you bother to pose a casual question?
When I was severely traumatized executing a mission and lay in the healing chamber for 3 days and 3 nights, did a single soul crawl over to offer a single glance?
When you journeyed to the main city and brought back arrays of gifts, did a single one belong to me? When your house gathered for festive dining, did you ever preserve a vacant seat for me? Exactly when in your spirits did you ever treat me like real family?
Elora, we are deeply sorry. The fault resides entirely with us.
Sorry? Cyrus, do you truly assume a general apology can effortlessly erase 14 long years of agonizing suffering? Throw them out. Starting from today, forbid them from stepping a single foot into this trading helm ever again.
Brother, do you think we were truly far too cruel in the past?
We were the ones who completely failed Elora. I caught every single word she stated back there. Regarding the truths Elora unleashed, I fundamentally cannot formulate a single counter-argument. Back then, we all deemed her incredibly annoying. Indeed, we deemed her annoying. Currently it is splendid. She no longer manufactures complications for us, yet we have grown unaccustomed to it. Brother, does there remain any pathway for us to execute a form of restitution?
Elora truly explicitly refuses to come?
Yes.
That completely cold-blooded creature. I knew it. She is inherently an untamable wild wolf. Had I held foresight of this outcome, we should never have escorted her back to this house initially!
Enough. Cease the talking.
Soren! Absorb the classification of speech she unleashed. We have been reduced to entering the healing chamber, yet she fails to offer a single glance!
Elora, what enterprise has she been managing recently?
Elora has established her own trading firm.
A trading firm? Elora? How could that possibly materialize?
It is the absolute reality.
Her leather gear has currently achieved saturation all over the city-state.
Leather gear? An entirely unrefined, low-tier trade. The way I see it, she has been thoroughly corrupted by those low-life black market bonders choosing nothing but a deviant path. A trading firm. Exactly where did she secure the funds to establish an enterprise? Soren, did you covertly grant Elora capital behind my back?
Do not spout such baseless nonsense. How could I possibly—
Then from where did Elora extract her seed Bapley? A girl who has barely hit ult can effortlessly afford an enterprise of that magnitude? I fundamentally refuse to believe it.
What exactly are you insinuating?
What am I insinuating? I am seeking answers from you! Did you privately and secretly funnel gold coins to Elora? Otherwise, how could she possibly—
Mother, father, cease the conflict. In reality, Elora's seed baitive was secured entirely through a procurement contract she personally locked down.
A contract? What classification of contract?
The Lord's military procurement contract. 100,000 sheets of leather armor.
100,000 sheets, Elora? Impossible! She must be exploiting the prestigious name of the Vaughn family to execute frauds outside.
She did not. I was physically present at the Lord's gala. Elora explicitly identified herself to the public as an orphan, refusing to utter a single syllable regarding the Vane family.
Then, what is the current asset valuation of Elora's trading firm?
The valuation sits at approximately 150,000 gold coins.
150,000? Impossible! Utterly impossible!
It is the absolute reality. The valuation was structured personally by the Lord's Commerce Division.
Impossible. How could this materialize?
Elora, look here. All the major trading firms are deeply rooted in this place. For outsiders trying to force their way in, it is exceptionally difficult.
That is precisely why we do it. If it were not difficult, a project of this magnitude would never fall into our hands.
True. From crawling out of the mire of the forest to establishing our black market presence, exactly which step has ever been easy for us?
Karen, tell me. Do you truly believe a day will materialize where we march straight into the main city?
It will. Do you trust my word? A day will ultimately dawn where they will stand at the city gates watching us march inside. You were completely locked in a daze for quite a while just now. Did the people from the Vane house manufacture complications here again?
They did not come.
Then exactly what thoughts were occupying your spirit?
Reflecting on past occurrences.
Past occurrences have already dissolved into yesterday. Currently, you command storefronts, orders, and you have us. Elora, I am an individual who orchestrates business alongside you. When you amass revenue, I split the balance. When you run into complications, I provide assistance. But you must retain this in your spirit. This storefront is entirely your domain. Sitting right here, you have zero reason to harbor fear towards any individual.
Karen, are you executing a form of consolation currently?
Consider it a timely reminder. By the way, I have finished scouting the path towards Dagor Peak. The split second you are prepared, we can depart at any moment.
Cyrus.
Yeah?
During these days, I have remained in the healing chamber. Did Elora ever offer a glance?
She did not.
Exactly how much liquid capital do we currently command?
Slightly over 80,000, and it's continuously rising. Once the balances from Dagor Peak clear, we can add another 20,000.
Then how do we proceed next? Do we continue expanding our leather inventory?
We expand, but we cannot rely solely on leather gear. Gold coins cannot remain dormant on the ledgers. We must compel them to generate greater profit margins. First, the Moonlight Grass Plantation. Cultivating it ourselves can slice overhead costs by 30% compared to outsourcing.
I have already investigated the land and seed requirements. There are a few sectors of wasteland on the fringes of the Maiar forest.
Karen, you went out and gathered intelligence on all of this already?
If you fail to deploy your pieces when managing in an ultravias, waiting till others wrap up their moves before a stir is merely chasing a trend.
Second, the rare magic Dreesting Quans. Following the Blood Moon storm, the Phony the Morphal Skugart. Hoarding them currently means a potential multifold surge when the time materializes.
A multifold surge? That massive?
It spiked fourfold during the corresponding period last year. This storm is far more volatile, so the margins will only shoot higher.
However, Elora, a magic crystal mine will tie down an immense amount of funds. Are you certain you want to lock our capital down in this currently?
Lock it down. If we fail to commit currently, we won't even stand a chance to catch the next wave.
But rumor has it the High Noble Merchant Coalition is already initiating a project targeting leather gear. Competitors will penetrate this sector very rapidly and
which is precisely why we must accelerate our pace further. Saturate the main city market within a handful of months. Following that, we secure financing and execute a total buyout of the enterprise.
A buyout? We are shutting operations down?
You intend to completely cash out before other entities secure their positions in the arena?
Leather armor is a splendid project, but it is not a sustainable long-term pathway. It is far superior to liquidate it early for an exceptional valuation, securing enough core capital to launch our next phase.
Then, exactly what tier of valuation can we extract?
At least this figure.
50,000 gold coins per individual?
Yes.
50,000 per individual? Elora, your audacity stretches far beyond anything I imagined.
Harboring fear?
Fear towards what? Whichever objective you anchor, I will simply execute according to your instructions.
50,000 gold coins. I lack the audacity to even imagine such a sum.
Elora, expanding at this velocity implies the capital in our deposit pool will accumulate to a massive degree. Exactly course of action do you intend to execute with these funds?
Investment. Gold coins remaining dormant in the storefront will never appreciate. We must funnel them into alternate sectors.
Exactly what alternate sectors are you targeting?
Rare magic crystals and the Moonlight Grass Plantation. We march down both pathways simultaneously. Only when our deposit pool is sufficiently massive will we possess the right to enter the arena.
Elora, to be perfectly frank, your ambition, merely reflecting on it makes me feel like we are hanging by a thread.
If our ambition lacks a sufficient scale, other entities can effortlessly crush us with a casual flick of their wrist.
Miss Lilith, the Frostweave trading firm has officially penetrated the main city market. The Lord's Manor authorized the clearance, and the project scale stretches far beyond our initial assessments.
The main city? A wild girl from the fringes? Exactly what leverage does she command to penetrate the main city?
Word has surfaced that she leveraged the pristine reputation established by her military procurement contract to pave the path.
The military procurement contract. Those officials genuinely possess the audacity to execute a trade alliance with an individual completely stripped of family pedigree. Father, the incidents concerning Elora are currently circulating everywhere. How will the general public view our Vane family?
Lilith, the enterprise Elora manages holds absolutely zero relation to the Vane house.
Brother, Elora departed from this family. If her momentum spikes, the public will maintain that we cast away premier talent initially. If her momentum collapses, the public will assert that scions emerging from the Varn house are merely mediocre. Exactly which narrative sounds pleasant?
Her project, rumor has it the risk profile is exceptionally high.
Father's assessment is entirely correct. I directed investigation with that aggressive expansion model she employs. The capital in her hands could trigger a severe liquidity crunch at any split second.
Whether she sustains operations or collapses remains entirely her personal affair.
Brother, if you choose to maintain that perspective, there is zero I can do. But the split second she crashes, the public will never bother separating her from the Vaughn family.
If she is destined to crash, nature will take its course. We extended zero obstruction initially, and we hold zero obligation to bail her out.
It is fast to remain that way. Regardless if an incident materializes for her, never expect anyone from the Varn house to step forward to clear her mess.
What did you state the valuation of Elora's trading firm sits at?
The asset valuation structured by the Lord's Manor is 150,000 gold coins. Their commerce department has finalized a long-term military contract alongside her.
150,000? Elora commands the actual capability to orchestrate a business of that magnitude?
Mother, I personally witnessed the official seal of the Lord's Commerce Division. The opposing entity actively sought her out for an alliance. Brother, you state that far too lightly. Exactly how long has she left this house for her to compel the Lord's Manor to actively seek her up? The decay resistance of Frostweave leather is double anything on the market, while the overhead costs are lower.
I fundamentally refuse to believe it.
Mother, an orphan stripped of any lineage or roots, if she lacked genuine capability, on what authority would the Lord's Manor ever employ her infrastructure?
What classification of trade is Elora conducting? Describe the operation.
A Frostweaver of leather gear seen in Enterprise, catering to mercenaries, merchant caravans, and civilians, providing short-term resource, long-term options, and trade-ins for weathered gear.
Securing solid protection without executing a full-price purchase has circulated all over the black market and borderlands. The feedback is exceptional.
Leasing raw hides? It is merely a cheap trick to extract risk-free profit. Cyrus, you characterize this low-tier trick as a legitimate enterprise?
Disregarding our family's prestigious hunting accolades and iron-selving industries to run around leasing raw bides, exactly what tier of respectable path is that supposed to be?
I established long ago that she is merely a piece of garbage, tossing away the Vard family's dignity to orchestrate these low-class trades. She is utterly humiliating us outside.
Whichever actions Elora executes hold absolute zero relevance to our Vane family.
What do you mean zero relevance? She emerged straight from our household. If word regarding her leasing circulates further, exactly how will the general public circulate our Vane name?
How the public evaluates us holds zero relevance to whichever trade she manages. The public merely judges that the Varn house lacked the capacity to accommodate a single girl.
Shut your mouth!
Mother, the enterprise she manages involves zero theft or plunger. The Lord's Mansion endorses it, and both mercenaries and merchant caravans assert its high utility. That remains the absolute reality.
Reality? Cyrus, if you continue to speak on her behalf, do you perhaps intend to enroll as a common workman in her hide shop?
Enough. Let's table this matter for the time being. She manages her operations, and we simply remain unaligned.
Retain this in your spirits. Starting from today, whoever dares utter a single word regarding that hide-leasing girl in my presence, I will completely break all civility. Possessing the audacity to anchor a connection alongside the Lord's Manor,
The way I see it, she has completely lost sight of her actual status. Cyrus, exactly which intersection is that storefront of hers situated at?
Mother, what course of action do you intend to execute by inquiring about this?
Am I forbidden from making a casual inquiry?
Mother, Elora has already reached adulthood. Her management of commerce and finalization of contracts function entirely within the legal protocols of the city-state.
Protocols? In my domain, Elora violates every protocol! That hide leasing business, tell me the absolute truth. Is Elora merely manufacturing a fraud to deceive individuals who lack trade expertise?
The long-term military contract along the Lord's Manors was not secured through fraud, Mother. She has already materialized this success.
A valuation of 150,000. Rumor has it could collapse into a pile of shards by tomorrow.
Mother, what did we ever grant her initially?
Her monthly allowance was merely 50 silver points, which cannot even upcourt a single bottle of basic healing elixir. When she departed from this estate, she didn't even possess a single piece of pristine, intact leather fur.
Cyrus, are you executing an interrogation against me currently?
She relied entirely on her own prowess to carve out the life she commands currently, since we granted her absolute 0 initially. On what authority do we step forward currently to obstruct her path?
You think your capabilities have expanded, do you? Possessing the audacity to speak to me in this manner!
I am merely stating the absolute facts.
In the past, I maintained all along that Elora was the one who failed to grasp our protocols. Looking back now, the ones who truly lacked an understanding of proper boundaries were us.
Brother, what exactly is your angle with those words? Are you intentionally choosing to align yourself on Elora's side now?
I am not anchoring myself to any particular side.
But from the absolute beginning to the end, Elora executed 0 wrong maneuvers. Yet we continue to falsely accuse her, treat her with cold indifference, and cast her out like garbage.
Brother's judgment entirely sound.
The exact same bloodline? Elora fundamentally never regarded herself as a soyum of the Barn House for a single split second! And you two still possess the audacity to speak on her behalf!
Enough. Have you all manufactured a sufficient tier of conflict?
Go relay a message to Elora. Tomorrow afternoon, she must absolutely return to the castle for a brief visit. I intend to conduct a face-to-face audience alongside her.
Father.
We will solely review matters regarding that leather gear leasing enterprise of hers.
Brother, do you truly intend to make this journey? Brother, have you ever made a journey down here to pick up Elora in the past?
No. I never arrived a single time. Today, it is our turn to remain on vigil waiting for her.
Elora, wait a brief moment. I have serious matters to convey to you.
Tristan, I have established long ago that I hold absolute 0 ties to the veins to the family. You hold 0 reason to repeatedly show up at my doorstep.
Elora, our journey here currently is entirely because we are bearing Father's direct words. Elora, Father maintains that the risk profile surrounding your leather enterprise is far too massive,
and he wishes to conduct a face-to-face discussion alongside you. Deep within his spirit, he has actually held concern for you all along.
Tristan, can you truly deceive even your own spirit?
3 years ago, Mother's Moonglow bracelet. You were the one who covertly concealed it and fabricated the blame onto my head. Have you forgotten?
Elora, I didn't orchestrate it that maliciously at that moment. It was merely a split second of absolute madness.
Tristan, you orchestrated it with absolute intent. Whichever underhanded tactics of playing aggrieved you absorbed from Lilith, you deployed every single one against me. Tristan, do you genuinely assume Evelyn was completely oblivious to everything? With her tier of perception, She witnessed the absolute truth clearly from the very beginning. Tristan, return and relay this to Soren. Tomorrow afternoon, I will arrive at Vane Castle to conduct this discussion face-to-face.
Elora, you are yielding to a reconciliation currently?
Tristan, cease the premature celebration. Every single debt the Vane house owes me is recorded flawlessly in my ledgers. When the bill comes due, not a singular account will be bypassed.
Tristan, are you asserting that Mother actually possessed complete awareness regarding the bracelet incident from the very beginning?
That is exactly what Elora established. Brother, if she genuinely held full clarity all these years, then the suffering Elora endured over this time. Then every ounce of agonizing suffering Elora sustained over these long years was inflicted directly by the hands of our own family. Not a single one of us can escape this guilt.
Elora, do you genuinely intend to march into Vane Castle entirely by yourself tomorrow?
Karen, our manpower and leverage are still insufficient currently. We cannot rush our retaliation. But for this specific journey, I intend to settle every single outstanding ledger alongside the Vane house with absolute finality.
Rest your spirit. I have systematically deployed the required hands and factual evidence. Tomorrow, I will march alongside you.
Remaining in that healing chamber renders one's entire physique completely rigid. Move whatever's affairs we have over to the study for our review.
Mother Evelyn, the subordinates came to report that Elora will arrive at the castle this afternoon.
I assumed it was an affair of supreme significance. She must have completely failed to survive out there, finally breaking down to come groveling back here to beg for our mercy.
Mother, the past incident regarding the destruction of the Moonspire Wolf Queen crown at the Moon Temple was fundamentally not orchestrated by Elora.
I hold complete awareness of that. She lacks that tier of audacity. I presume she wouldn't dare lay a single finger on a sacred relic.
Mother, since you clearly held the absolute truth all along, on what authority did you execute those punishments and beatings against her initially?
Tristan, the wild nature she harbors is far too heavy. Those scoldings and beatings were entirely to suppress her wild impulses.
There is zero leverage to sway Mother. She remains completely convinced that she executed zero wrong maneuvers.
Ryan, currently our singular anchor of hope rests with Father. Let us merely trust that Earl Soren can successfully retain Elora this time.
Miss Elora, you have ultimately arrived. This old servant is genuinely excited on your behalf. The success you are materializing currently is truly exceptional.
Miss Elora, the Lord and my lady are both remaining in the hall, waiting for your presence.
Elora, exactly where did you secure a lease for such a pathetic chariot? You actually possess the audacity to steer it straight to the Vane gates? To execute a display of vanity?
Sister, you have ultimately returned. Everyone has been locked in a vigil waiting for you for a long duration.
Lilith, the fact that you didn't perish is genuinely a profound pity. You actively stepped forward to invite this striking yourself. You can place zero blame onto my head. Lilith, an adopted entity is ultimately destined to remain hidden from a respectable stage.
Elora! Your audacity stretches far too massive! Striking people the split second you return, you completely rebellious creature! Elora!
since you have already departed from this family through your own volition. Exactly what is your objective in returning currently?
Evelyn, I did not make this journey to negotiate a reconciliation. I arrived today solely to process outstanding affairs.
Elora, this Wolf King chariot stationed at the entrance, does it belong to you?
I secured a lease for it.
Elora, leading a pathetic chariot grants you the audacity to stage an empty show here?
Evelyn, cease your loud shouting, direct at me. We have long since harboured absolute zero relevance to each other.
I arrived today merely to process the business that dictates attention.
Elora, countless years have dissolved since our last meeting.
And you have indeed matured to a significant degree. Regarding that leather leasing business of yours, exactly how do you intend to direct its operations going forward?
Soren, I hold zero obligation to disclose them to you. I did not make this journey today to talk trade.
Earl Soren, Lady Evelyn, I am an official notary officer from the Moon Temple. Miss Elora's objective for this visit is to formally execute the absolute removal of her name from the bloodline registry.
Since an affair of this immense magnitude has surfaced, let us step inside to conduct the discussion.
Evelyn, this is a formal declaration, not a request. It is far superior if you cooperate, but if you choose not to, it will remain entirely futile.
Elora, do not even dream of it! I will completely refuse to sign a single line. Abandon this preposterous notion early.
Evelyn, I advise you to preserve a form of retreat for yourself. If you stubbornly maintain this reflection, you will harbour profound regrets.
Elora, exactly what do I possess to regret? Cease your pathetic attempts to intimidate me here!
Evelyn, 18 long years have dissolved. Exactly what are you still masquerading for? 18 years ago, you were the one who personally cast me away on the fringes of the Myega forest. Have you forgotten?
Elora, you are spouting absolute lies. Zero of that classification materialized. Stop fabricating baseless slanders against me!
Evelyn, I have systematically uncovered every single fact. I harbour zero intent to meddle in the private affairs between you and Soren. I solely desire the absolute removal of my name from the bloodline. Evelyn, the split second my name is completely removed of the bloodline registry, zero correction will remain between us.
Elora, have you completely lost your mind? An affair of this magnitude can be determined with such reckless haste?
Ryan, I matured entirely within the Myega forest. I was inherently an orphan from the beginning. My return is solely to restore my identity precisely to its original state.
Elora, you completely cold-blooded creature! The Van House sustained you for a duration, and this is exactly how you execute your repayment!
My lady, please mind your language.
Evelyn, removing my name from the bloodline registry simultaneously streamlines the operations of launching my own enterprise and managing commerce. The name of the Varg family is utterly unworthy of being anchored to my person.
Elora, on what authority can you speak to father in this manner?
Tristan, that individual is your father, holding absolute zero relations to me. I will utter this for the final time. This is a formal declaration, not a request. Evelyn, you systematically pulverized everything I owned. Had you not executed that maneuver, I would never have endured 14 organizing years in that Mia forest.
Evelyn, are the words Elora unleashed the absolute reality? The occurrences 18 years ago, were they truly your handwork?
Soren, you hold zero reason to interrogate her. The split second you both amend your signatures, this affair concludes with finality. Regarding the private business between you two as husband and wife, I have held full awareness long ago. I merely lacked the desire to expose it. In the past, I genuinely resembled an absolute farce. hugging the constant thought that as long as I remained flawlessly submissive and pushed my capabilities to the limit, I could ultimately compel your heart to soften.
Elora, shut your mouth!
Shut my mouth? Evelyn and every single individual standing here. You were the very entities who pushed me into the abyss. Not a singular soul commands the right to tell me to shut my mouth.
Yes! 18 years ago, I was the one who cast you away in that Maya forest! What of it? If you expect me to sign and consent to the removal of your name from the bloodline registry, it is completely impossible!
Soren, you held complete awareness of the total reality long ago, correct? Capturing it clearly with your own ears currently. Exactly what classification of sentiment occupies your spirit?
Evelyn, you completely malicious woman! Elora roamed outside for 14 long years, and her current demand to cut ties alongside this family is entirely your orchestration.
Father, you held awareness regarding this incident long ago?
Lilith, I've known the truth all along. The individuals who handled that affair originally were completely liquidated long ago according to my explicit commands.
On what authority do you hurl slanders at me? I'm married into this vain home, yet you went behind my back to sire a child alongside another woman! Soren, and every single time my eyes track Elora, I am instantly reminded of your former wife! On what authority must I endure this tear of humiliation?
Evelyn, the agonizing suffering you harbor holds absolute zero relevance to you. You were the one who actively chose to project your hatred onto my person. Lilith, everything you exhausted your calculations to plunder over these endless years. It turns out, from the absolute beginning, it was thoroughly stained by the filthy history of the older generation. Tell me, is that not completely farcious? Evelyn, it is of zero consequence if you refuse to sign. If my objective is the absolute removal of my name from the bloodline registry, I command boundless alternate pathways to execute it. I was inherently a mere victim of the hatred birthed by the older generation from the beginning. Returning or not to this vain house has long since ceased to harbor a single shred of meaning for me.
Evelyn, your heart is far too ruthless. 14 long years, you actually managed to conceal the truth from me for 14 years!
Soren! I held complete awareness of Elora's location throughout those 14 years. I explicitly orchestrated the concealment solely to keep you in the dark. Elora was already thoroughly ruined by her upbringing in that Miastra forest long ago. She is merely a low-class entity unworthy of a respectable stage. Soren, I surrendered nearly the entire duration of my life to serve your interests, yet all I extracted in return was total betrayal. Elora is the ultimate price you are destined to pay!
My lord, here resides the complete, absolute evidence. Lady Evelyn's past abandonment of her own bloodline scheme, Elora, along with her long-term total deduction of every resource allocated to Elora's name. Lilith's collusion alongside the City Defense Force to maliciously destroy and disrupt the leather leasing enterprise. And Earl Soren's complete awareness of the entirety of the events, actively shielding every single malicious maneuver.
Issue the decree, revoke every single Mersheimer concession document belonging to the Vane family immediately, and terminate all military procurement partnerships with absolute finality.
Seize and shut down every leather storefront under Lilith's name, and execute a total liquidation of all illicit liabilities.
My lord, the storehouses and commercial storefronts have been completely sealed, and every single prestigious noble house has dispatched correspondence to sever all relations with finality. Not a singular soul remains willing to conduct any interaction alongside the Fane house.
It turns out every single injustice and piece of suffering was inflicted directly upon Elora by our own hands. Had we merely extended an ounce of trust towards Elora's words initially, we would never have advanced to this catastrophic juncture. We march straight to the Frostmove trading firm right now. We will surrender absolutely everything we own, begging Elora to grant us a single opening for restitution. Elora, these represent the totality of the remaining territorial properties belonging to the family, along with the core tokens that rightfully belong to your coming-of-age ceremony. We are legally transferring the entirety of our inheritance rights over to your name. We solely beg you to march back along with us.
14 years ago in the Miasda forest, Everlane personally cast me away like trash. The Moonglow bracelet was Tristan's deliberate frame-up. The Wolf Queen crown was Lilith's malicious deception. When I was severely traumatized and dispatched distress signals for rescue, every single one of you feigned complete blindness. Do you still hold any memories of these occurrences currently?
Elora, whichever tier of punishment you decree, we will submit to it with absolute finality. We solely beg you to grant us your forgiveness a single time.
The Bloodline Settlements document officially enters into effect today. From this day forward, I harbor absolute zero connection alongside the Vange family.
Elora the safety of countless thousands of our Borderland clan members, I officially bestow upon her the title of our city-state's supreme meritorious merchant!
The fault resides entirely with me. Elora, I am deeply sorry.
I am sorry, Yola. I am so sorry. I was truly wrong. Somebody save me! No one will take me in. What on earth am I supposed to do?
The very first split second my eyes tracked your person in that alleyway, my heart surrendered entirely to you. When your internal wounds flared and you neared the brink of death, you were the one who preserved my life. Sailing down this entire pathway to anchor our enterprise and navigating boundless crises side by side, my sovereign throne, my bloodline lineage, and the absolute entirety of my remaining life, I am solely willing to share them alongside you. Elora, you are the singular, absolute Luna of my lifetime.
Our past agonies conclude right here. From this day forward, I will march alongside you in the territory of the Blackwall royal lineage to launch our new life.